Friday, and welcome back to Fattie McFatville Friday. It's Friday.
The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to this Friday, and as you can see, I am on the move. This is real life on the move right here on the highway, and of course it's nothing but cars, nothing but people, and I see there's a delay of a 20-minute. It's every day for me. Having to do my vlog in the car today because this is the only time I'm gonna have any time to myself. Period. As I cram in this lane. Yeah. The only time I'm by myself today. It's a busy Friday for me, but I am glad it is coming to a close. On my way home, of course. Doing the vlog a little later than I like to do, but that's life sometime, isn't it? Okay, let me give you an update on my week, and it has been a much better week. Oh yes, I'm happy to report that. Back on track, and it feels great. It feels so good to be back on track. Okay, last time we talked, last Friday, I did not do so hot over the weekend. It was really hard getting back on track. And we've discussed this. You know this, guys. Anybody that's been on a diet, as long as I have the time period that I have been on this journey, when you do get off track, and you stay off track for a while, it is very hard to get back on track. Oh, it's tough. You really have to get your mind, body, and soul all into sync and get it together. And sometimes it takes a little time. And I really like, and I might butcher the name. There's a lady on here that you messaged me from, I believe you're from Germany. And I forget your name, and I apologize that I forget your name. But you sent me the most wonderful message on, I believe, Facebook Messenger or Instagram, or I'm not sure which one it was. But anyway, just telling me to try to just maintain and be stable right now. And, I mean, she said more than that. Just such encouraging words. I appreciate everyone who sent me such great messages, words of encouragement that I needed to hear to help me get back on track. That is why I'm here on YouTube, guys. You peoples is amazing. They're so amazing. I mean, I can't even say it enough. How much I thank you guys for helping me. So the weekend, Saturday, it was about trying to be stable, stabilizing my mind. Stabilizing everything inside of there, of getting it back on track. So it was up and down Saturday for me. Rosie did have her games. It was homecoming and all that. And I did okay during the day when we were busy and with the games. When we got back home, I veered off again. I just couldn't do it. Sunday, I wish I could just skip over Sunday and not tell you guys, but Sunday, Rosie's competition for the cheerleading was where? It was at the fair. It was where? It was at the fair. No fair, it was at the fair. So, getting back on track from going back on a diet, don't go to the fair. That is number one of a tip of when you're trying to get back on a diet. Don't go to the fair. All the fair food, yeah, how do you resist that? How do you resist that even when you're on a diet and you're maintaining good? It's going to end up being a cheat day. Let's just not lie about it. Come on. I had kettle corn. That's one of my favorites. Kettle corn. So a lot of salt there. I had my most favorite beverage, thirst quencher from the fair, which is Orangeade. Oh yes, I love Orangeade. Way better than I love lemonade. Orangeade, which they do make it sugar-free, but they did not have it. They've had it before at some of our festivals, sugar-free, but this was not sugar-free, I'll tell you. And I had two. Had a cheeseburger, had fries, had ice cream. What else do we have? Oh yes, the good old ribbon fries. Like potato chips that are ribboned. You pick it up, it's like curly, with ranch doused on it and bacon. And yeah, listen at me naming all this to my friends here who are on diets. So sorry. So that was Sunday. So that was my last hoorah-rah at the fair. No fair at the fair. That's for sure. So that was my last going out party. Come Monday, I was actually ready to be back on track for good because I felt like crap. My legs hurt. I mean, we walked all day long. I mean, we had so much fun, though. Tremendous amount of fun with my family and with her cheer competition. So, I don't regret it. I don't. So sorry, I do not regret it. So Monday, I got back on track. And it was like, once I knew I got back, and of course, Monday was October 1st. It was like, why start back when I knew I had 2 more days of the weekend left of September, blew September out of the water anyway, not in a good way, blew it out in the bad way. So, let's use the last 2 days to do whatever anyhow. That's just not good thinking, but that's how it worked. That's what it was. It is what it is. So, Monday, October 1st, I have been back on track since Monday. Now, I did get on the scale Monday morning. I had to see, since I knew I was getting right back on track, got on scale. It said 294. It did. It did, and I knew it was all that fair food. It was all still in my stomach, every last bit of it. So, when I got on the scale this morning, I thought it was yesterday morning, I didn't know. So this morning, I got on the scale, and it says 286. So much better. Whew! I have been doing so good this week, trying so hard. Been back on my apple cider vinegar, my water, my shakes. I've had pretty much just cabbagey stuff and a little bit of chicken. I mean, I'm back on my regiment. I'm back on my normal routine, back at it, and feeling so good. I could feel my gut emptied out. Well, I definitely felt that clearly. It was there when it happened. And I hate when people right beside. He's looking at me like, what is she looking at the camera? Never seen anyone vlog while they're driving? I mean, really. So, I know that weight, of course, I gained some of it back, clearly, but I know most of that was water weight and all that food sitting in my stomach and waste. It was a bunch of that because, you know, that's almost 10 pounds in just 5 days. That's gone again. So that's how it goes. I knew that's how it would work. But still, it's wasted time that I did. Not looking back, moving forward, not going to talk about it anymore. Going to move forward. And that's where I'm at in the moving forward process. literally in the car moving forward, but so I had a great week. I really have. And, you know, I've said it so many times, but when we have these setbacks, we have these times, these failures, we just have to embrace them and move on and learn from them and carry on. That's just where I'm at, and I've done it, and I'm overcoming it. Still can't talk. Doesn't matter what I do there, I still never be able to talk right. Overcoming it and carrying on. So that's just 3 pounds away from where I was. I was at 283, so I'm at 286 now. And had a good day today. Done really good today so far. Still got the night, but I've done really well. And I'm going to continue to over the weekend. Because, yeah, I had got it in my mind. That's kind of how it began. Got it in my mind, which me and Trina kind of said that on here. Trina that watches. About why do we have it in our mind that we can do whatever the crap we want on the weekend, eating-wise, and then we get back on track during the week. You just can't. I can't do that. If you can do that and maintain and still lose weight, then fine, but I cannot do that. So that thinking has to go out of my mind now. It cannot be I can just gorge myself on the weekends or eat whatever I want or be up and down and not do so good and then get back on track when I go to work. And that's only 3 or 4 days worth of being on a diet. Has to be a lifestyle right now. I mean, and beyond. I mean, I'll add more things back in as I lose everything, but it's a lifestyle change that I have to do. And right now it's a dire need to do that. I'm still, I got so close back to the 300 mark. I was really getting nervous about it. Like, I do not want that scale to say 300 again. I did not want to see the 90s again. I wanted to be past the 80s. So it's pressing me, it's pushing me, my own self of get back on it, get that weight down, get it off. I want it gone. You get to a place where you're just like, I'm so tired of dealing with it, and it just being so honest, being so real. You get so sick of it sometimes. I look down at my gut and I'm like, why is it still here? I thought I'd be skinnier by now. But then I look at those, that's when I'm in this place that I'm right now. When you get here too, at the same place where I am at, that is when it's time to go back. And that's why those pictures are so important. That's why we have to take those before and after pictures, because it reminds us of where we have come from, how far I have come since January. A long way. Because sometimes I still look in the mirror just even today and I'm like, I still feel like the same fatness. I feel better, but I still feel the same fatness. I feel like my gut is still the big as ever. But then when I look back at those pictures, I'm like, no, I have lost a great amount of weight this year already, and I'm going to lose more. I'm continuing. These are the things you tell yourself. These are the things that run through your brain constantly. You have to know what I'm talking about, But you still feel the same fatness sometimes. So I have to go back and remind myself, which we had that about non-scale victories and all of that, where we go back and the traffic is stopping. This is what 85 does. You'd be rolling and rolling, and then all of a sudden, wham! Just out of nowhere, around the corner, we're all stopping. Why? And the other lanes are going. Here, every day of my life. But anyway, you have to remind yourself, you have to go back, and you have to look at those pictures of when you first began, and you have to go back and look at the journals, whatever you've wrote, things, and be your own encourager sometimes. And that's where I'm at this week. I did that. I looked back at my pictures I have posted, that I've put on here, back at some of my first vlogs, and there's clearly a difference. Clearly. And I'm like, okay, gotta continue even more. We're gonna keep going. So, that's my week. It's been a back on track week, and I'm okay with it. I'm over it. I'm okay. And here's to next week. Let's bring it down. Let's get back to where I was. I want to see the 283 and beyond now. It's like Bed Bath & Beyond. I want to see 283 and beyond. Hopefully next Friday. I will get on the scale next Friday and show you guys. I just could not bear. You had to take my word for it. Trust me. Believe me, I'm completely honest with you. Y'all should know. God knows I did not want to have to tell you that I gained weight. Who wants to say that? That's been my problem in the past. I never wanted to admit when I gained some back. We can't live a lie, that we can't move forward or ever get healthy or ever heal, get better if we live in a lie. We have to tell the truth about it, because that's a part of it. It's a part of it. The failures are a part of it. So, but I could not bear to film my weight gain. I don't want to film it. I don't want it on film that I gained it. I know I'm saying it, and it's truly true. It's there, but I don't want to film it and put it on here, and I'm not going to. It's my blog, and I do what I want. But I will get, I promise, I will get on the scale next Friday again. And from every Friday on out with that. So I'm going to be back on weighing in on that, and we'll see where I am next Friday and just go from there. Hopefully I'm back, because I'm, like I said, I'm 286 right now. It's 286.4, I believe. 286.6, I can't remember now. But it was definitely 286 something. So I definitely want to be back to the 283 that I was, or further, by next Friday. So I can push forward and get into the 70s, because that's what I want to do. So, all right, everybody, that is all I needed to say today, is that it was a get back on track week. And if you've been where I've been, or you're right there right now, you can get out of it and get back on track. Because in the past, I have not gotten back on track. And this is where my diet has ended every time. And then a 100-pound weight gain would be in my future. And that's not even being funny or anything. That's being totally the truth. I've always lost this much and then gained more back. I don't want to ever do that again. And I don't want you to have to do that either. So let's band together even more and encourage one another, and rejoice in our times of loss, and rejoice in our times of gain. Because we have to in both times. Seasons comes and goes, and then before you know it, we'll be done with this journey, and it'll be on our goals that we wanted, because we stuck with it. We didn't give up. Never, never, never give up, ever. Don't give up. Keep going. All right, everybody. Love you guys, and I will see you on Sunday. Take care, everybody. Be blessed. Perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. I know, if I compliment her, she won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me, do I look okay, I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. The way you are. There's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Yeah! Woo! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Woo, 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 woo! Bow, bow, bow! Wow, 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 wow! You're amazing, just the way you are. Just the way you are.